All right, so Social Media Day has been taking place since the 30th of June in 2010. It was created by Mashable as a way of recognizing the impact that social media has had on communications around the world, so as well as bringing people together to celebrate. So social media is used by most people on a daily basis. It enables us to communicate with our friends and family in a quick way and in a quick and convenient way. And there are a lot of people who also use social media as business, such as social media influencers. They make money like Maury and Elsie, sharing content with their followers. So it is impossible to think of a world without social media today. And you know, it's so apt. Everything right now. You want to launch a movie, you're going on social media to launch it. I mean, you don't need, so social media just came and
opened the world,
disrupted a lot of things. Yes. Yeah. So all those traditional means, I mean, when Bemi was talking about how she used to go and look for magazines to put her product on the magazines, what's it called, the wedding planner and all of that. All those things cancelled. Just open an Instagram page, get beautiful pictures.
If there's anything that makes a process easier, people will always go for it. From the comfort of your house.
Cheaper.
Yes.
At no cost. You just need to buy data.
Yes.
Yeah, and for me, I would even say this is a word else today, because a lot of people call me the versatile media personality. If there's no social media, I don't think that versatility would have been seen or well noticed. So I'm just so happy that people that have right-thinking heads sat down to think about the internet and social media. I'm just so
it's
happy.
Such a great
I'm happy to be born.
It does have its downsides, but
it does. But for me, I mean, I think it's about what you focus on. So for me, the good outweighs the bad, because I have learned how to create my space, curate it rather, and also enjoy it and know what I want from it. So
absolutely,
you should do the same too.
Absolutely. All right. So who are we starting with first? Let me start with Maury. What did you find first in the news today?
Okay. So this one, okay, let me just go directly to it. Comply with open drug market policy implementation. That's the PCN telling the Pharmacist. The Pharmacist Council of Nigeria has been charged to rise up and ensure that the federal government policy documents an open drug market on the Nigerian health. So the registered PCN, Dr. Elijah Mohammed, gave the charge in Enugu during the naming ceremony of the conference hall of the PCN building. Mohammed said the federal government came up with coordinate wholesale centers in 2015 to accommodate individuals who were in the open drug market to ensure Nigerians get quality and infectious drugs in the market. So now I'm just thinking, isn't that the job of NAFDAC? Like, why do we have NAFDAC? The D in NAFDAC stands for drug, right? So
NAFDAC is playing their own role as well. But I think this policy, like you said, it was passed a few years ago. But they also need the pharmacists to take it serious, buy into it for it to work. So it's just like you creating a warehouse for people to keep their products, and those are supposed to go to that warehouse and not using it. But I am still going to look for them wherever they are to patronize them, and where they are keeping the product, you can't even be sure of the temperature, if it's right.
Yeah, so in fact, that was what the boss said, that the quality of medicine starts from production, then storage, distribution, sales, and dispensation before the patient even takes it. So what they are asking for, it says when the storage facilities are not good enough, right? Heat, you talked about heat. These drugs are chemical, so there's heat, the temperature can lead to degradation, and these are very common in an unregulated environment like an open drug market. So the government is very concerned about it. So, I mean, this is a big issue, and I mean, part of what they even said are the guys in the alleged drug dealers in Enugu, Aba, you know, those places, you know, they've shown less concern to this policy. I mean, I remember my friend Norma sent me a video last week on the production of the drinks, the wines. I don't know if you guys saw the video that went viral, how they are bottling wines. You know, if you see the place, horrible. Do you understand?
Videos going viral.
Yes, and there are some, what's it called, some beverages as well that are big name companies that they are producing locally. So there are so many unregulated things happening. So imagine you taking drugs, sometimes you're not getting better, instead you're getting a lot more sick. This is it. And
the storage
increase
liver.
Sometimes it can even be like a long-term effect. So it's not affecting you currently.
Now, so it's a big deal, and I'm happy that you're taking that story. Let me come to you, Elsie.
Okay, my story is exciting and motivating. I'm not the violence today. 71-year-old PhD student emerges best graduating student from the University of Lagos postgraduate studies. the announcement was made by the Vice Chancellor himself. He said Mrs. Felicia Marinze will be the oldest to be awarded a PhD degree in the history of the university. And he also said that this goes to show that you can do anything whenever
you put your mind
to it and you're ready and it's your time.
Yeah,
right? So
absolutely.
it's just so amazing.
It's refreshing.
71
years old. I mean,
and then
congratulations.
She didn't just do it. She did it well. Like
came out with the best.
You know, no.
I feel like some people are just meant for certain things.
You know how she just defiled everything. You know, people will say when you're getting older, you start to have dementia. Meanwhile, they do MBS and they talk to you now. My assignment is due tomorrow.
That's what I'm about to tell you, that some people are just meant for this thing.
I don't even see myself.
When I was acting in AMVCA, so that I'll forget line. How many lines did they give me? I will still forget it. Do you understand? So for her to be 71, I mean, I give her.
You know how many readings she has to
PhD.
do?
You know how many theses and all these theories, research.
From masters, I'm saying the certificate courses I want to be doing. I'm not no. This word is not that deep anymore.
Okay, so my own story, I don't know what I want to call it, you. The government is warning people, please, Lagos warns against open defecation. This is a big deal, like it's so irritating, right? So the Special Advisor, Lagos State Office of Civic Engagement, Aderemi Adebowale, has warned against open defecation, saying that the menace may lead to disease outbreak. This is not may, it will lead to disease outbreak. He said this at an event and an open defecation organized by her office in Ajeromi, Ife Lodun local government area. So she urged, she urged the residents to shun open defecation as it might lead to disease such as cholera, typhoid, and diarrhea. Especially, during the raining season, which, of course, water that we have right now, most of them are contaminated, right? And most of this water sources that are used, people drink and all of that, they are contaminated. So this is the story, and it's really, really scary. So I was just saying we're having a conversation behind the scene, how when they shut down 3rd Mainland Bridge, we had to go through, what's that place, the place that leads to Yaba? Eco Bridge and all. There is a particular spot. They line up. You finish, you come, somebody else will come and take that same spot.
Should I ask my
question? It's so irritating.
From your story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you ever used a public toilet in Nigeria?
No.
This nature thing can disgrace you, right? And that's tried to disgrace me. And I said, oh, where is the public toilet? And blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know, but there is none. There is no public toilet in this country that you can go into and you're comfortable. I mean, how many do we have first? Right? So if you're making these sort of warnings, then what exactly is the master plan of Lagos State? In that master plan, was nature call not considered in the master plan? Why don't we have public toilets that are properly run? Because of course there will be people that will be employed there as well to do the job. Why not? And then when we are having this conversation again, let's be calling men and be calling them directly, because they are the ones that are the major culprits when it comes to open defecation, from bringing out their
gross. Like they literally can pee everywhere,
or even defecate. Like they don't.
The sad thing about these men is that when they travel abroad,
they don't do it.
You cannot bring out your kidney and say you want to pee outside.
Maybe the ones that pee here don't travel abroad.
No,
because
they do.
What is the problem?
I remember when we went to the UK, when my sister's son was pressed. We were on a train. We had to stop at a particular train station. He came down. The remaining crew continued the journey. He went to pee. We came back and joined the train. Went to go. The next train. That's how you do it.
We cannot be facing patriarchy, and after facing that one, so you
cannot be
going everywhere.
So this popo thing is so bad. So the person I was with in the car was not telling me that no, that is a standard. That particular spot. They just open their butts.
Oh my goodness.
So government should also put the right facilities for people to be able to defecate, right? I mean, we pay. It generates income as well. People,
but it's just that my challenge with public toilets is that they don't know how to manage. I wish
public toilets.
Honestly, if the government will give me,
even charge.
Guess what? If the government will give me money,
and you can't still mess
up. Yeah.
Let them give not money. I don't want money. Let them give me spaces to create public toilet. I will teach them how to run a public toilet.
Shit business is big. It's
big business.
Yeah.
You run it well.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to enter a clean toilet.
Yes,
now. They pee and all that.
Anyway. When we went on a road trip, I entered one, rest area. Me, I went with my Ninja mindset. I was stopping at fuel stations to pee. We went from Atlanta to San Antonio, 14 hours drive. By the time we're coming back, me and my sister, and I said, this thing we are seeing rest area, let's just check one of them and see what it looks like. Moria was regretting. Why was I going to, what's it called? Fuel station. If you see the place, It's like you are inside somebody's house. Clean, they were dropping. I mean, this is how you run things properly. So you can't just wake up and say you want to say no. What are the options
that
and
you're
alternatives
putting in place?
You know what? I think we'll bring this topic. Maybe
But
we'll call the man.
She found their net worth, not me.
The network.
I'm
what network?
No, I'm not yet seen it to Elsie. I've been checking. If you see that I've been distracted.
No, don't worry. We'll bring the network when we come back.
As soon as we go up this break now, we'll go and find
When we come back from the break, we want to know what, we'll Google Elsie's network.
I'll collect my share.
Because I have the guest net worth already. So I will Google Elsie's.
I'll Google your own net worth.
I don't get so. We'll be right back.